Hey guys, welcome back to round 4 of the Ontario Provincial Disc Golf Championships. There's a few of our friends there, the turkeys in the background. Gobble gobble. And we are moving now on to the Innova Island Dunes course, a very technical and difficult round to finish up. And man, we've had some great action so far. What do you think?
Absolutely, man. Those first 3 rounds were highly competitive between our top card. They've been battling it out, lead changes back and forth. One guy's been chomping at the bit trying to get his share of the lead or get the lead outright with Chris Oz, and it's been interesting, man. The courses are fun and technical and challenging, and some places a little softer where the guys can really get after it and take some ace runs and a little bit of everything. It's a nice mix. It's fun to watch.
Awesome, man. Well, I can't wait to see the final round here. Once again, this really sick logo, guys. For those of you who haven't had a chance, go check out at teamphilo.com. Keep an eye on that with all the great stuff that's going to be happening. And make sure you go on Instagram.
Yeah,
get some followers up.
Definitely hop on the IG and follow. That's probably my most active social media. Get on there, follow. We do giveaways when we get to our milestone benchmarks with followers, and every once in a while we'll do some flash sales with some cool stuff. So, it's probably definitely I'd say the easiest way to get a hold of me other than emails. Definitely check out the Instagram.
Well, count us as followers. We'll be jumping on there too, Philo.
Nice, man.
All right. A couple players at 30 down. Nice tight race. Chris Ozolins right behind, 1 stroke behind at 29 back. Oh, I was wrong. Look what happened. You're correct, Philo.
All right, see? I know what I'm talking about, see?
Yeah, he knows his stuff. And joined from Wilsonville, Josh Prine, 25 down. This guy's a fantastic player.
Nice. Mix it up a little bit, see if he can throw some fire in here with these guys and make things interesting coming around the home stretch.
Oh, Prine's a beast. He's been growing quickly. He's another guy you'll probably see break $1,000 this year. And he has 3 modes. He has glasses on, glasses off, and hat on, hat off. So we'll see what combinations we get out of him today.
That's a whole lot to think about, man.
Oh, I know. All right, hole 1, par 3, 341 feet. Giant power line in the way.
Yep, looking for that big, wide, swooping hyzer. Really no need to take on the middle gap unless you're just trying to be fancy. But, you're in a tight battle. You're going to take the biggest line to the target, which would be out and around. Got plenty of space out there. It's all about speed and angle control.
All right, well, the first introduction is up. Always nice to be on the TV card for the finals. Casey leading us off, 30 down. Look at this gorgeous shot.
It's stable and fade. Just a hair overpowered. Yep, just a hair overpowered. You had a great line on it, but it just didn't hook up fast enough.
Next up, tied at -30. Martin
Started out looking fantastic, but it's too much carry.
Martin switches to the black and orange jersey.
Martin's trying to pitch a shutout here and lock this thing down.
Great start.
Looks a little early, my friend.
Ooh.
A little bit early. He's definitely wanting to come around on the right side. You see the winds blowing, pushing things around. Maybe he just made him hook up a little too early.
Chris Ozolins.
Saz planning a shot.
See
Looks like he's got a Firebird.
Yeah, look at the better angle. He started to take the better angle there. There you go. That's better. Hook up, Fire.
That looks perfect.
Hook up, Firebird. Lubberly. Very nice.
That's how you want to start the round off.
Yes, sir. Park job. Stress-free putt.
All right, a little bit of a reshuffle. Mr. Prine stepping up. Starting off in hat on, glasses on mode.
Come on, baby. Hook up. You can see that crossing wind. Not let that disc turn. He's going to have a long putt to start the day. Probably would have liked something a hair more overstable with all that width he put on the disc. See him out there outside circle one, lining up his first putt. And doesn't get the disc on the chains long enough. Drops out early. Martin a little bit too nose up and turned over on the left side and fades out right at the last second. If that had that turnover angle the whole way, that's in. Casey starting off with a birdie putt. Nice 7 or 8 meter putt. Get things rolling here. Extend his lead by another stroke.
Definitely wants to pick up these strokes now. Does the round become a lot more adversarial now that we're in the last one?
Yeah, you definitely don't want to start thinking about it until, 9 holes to go or so. Or I don't know. I think right now they just got to try to find a rhythm. Casey's off to a good start. Martin just misses his first putt and, adds another stroke to the deficit. So, Martin's going to be the one who feels like he's got to push a little harder, I think, in the back of their minds between the two of them. Casey's just thinking, hold steady, don't do anything stupid. So it's not quite at that point where it's like, all right, mano a mano. Actually, it was only a 1 stick. Okay, so there you go. They were tied, and now you got a 1 stick lead. So, yeah, man.
Couple of birdies here out of Casey and Chris. Casey continues to hold on to the lead at 31 down. Martin and Chris tied for second, and Prine battling away to try to become a contender.
I see the
Hole
shape
2.
got so much better now. Okay. That's awesome. That's a great shape. That's a challenge, You don't have all the room in the world on the right side to just play the wide hyzer in there. It's got to be a little bit more narrow of a hyzer line, or you throw a bit of a flex to it and anticipate the disc hooking up as it makes its way into the green. It's a very well thought out hole.
Yeah, this is a good one. It's when you're at this ground too. You see how the bushes in front cover it. Just damages your vision a bit.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that's a bit early. Off to the side of the hole there, probably good 45, 50 feet away. Let's see if Oz can hang this one out there a little wider. And nope, pretty much the same thing. Just sawed it off a little early. Had plenty of speed on the disc, but just wasn't willing to challenge that OB line enough.
Kind of surprised, actually. This is an opportunity for Marty to capitalize, which it looks like he's going to.
Hook up. He's got to hook up.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
He just rode the line of that tree. Just
Ooh.
hooked up right on time. Park City.
I love shots like that.
That was gorgeous.
Exciting.
This is probably the way.
Josh showing us his power.
That's probably the way that I would want to throw that hole. A little bit of left to right. Use the biggest side of the fairway to let the disc kind of catch that negative slide back towards the target. That was very nicely done. Oh, there you go.
Works.
Good up and down. Yep. See how much of a putt. There you go. He's got a straddle out. Not quite the go. Back to a tie ball game, huh? Just like that. Nice
Birdie out of Prine.
That was awesome. That was a great drive. I love the way he shaped that shot. That was excellent. That's a
I like the height of it.
Yeah, it's a high skill level shot to make the disc work like that, left to right, under control, 400 feet. It's not easy at all. It's the most unnatural way for the disc to move for the righty backhand is left to right,
And how do you do that? How do you control that?
Well, first of all, you can't throw an overstable disc because starting an overstable disc on the left side, it's so hard to make it slide without turning. Like the angle control and speed control of understanding where the disc wants to get stable again is really, really fine with an overstable disc. So you're looking for something kind of medium stable, a bit more glide than fade. And you just kind of basically like hyzer flip it, but you can see he used more of a flat swing instead of a hyzer swing on his attack there. So the disc really gets that sliding action a bit faster than if you were to go hyzer flip.
Okay, that makes sense.
So if you use the flat action with your swing and you just kind of aim out left, and you know that negative slide is going to be the predominant flight of the disc, because it's not going to do an S turn per se. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's just going to start making that slight kind of right taper, and then it's not going to have enough overstability to fight anywhere. It's just going to drop out. That's exactly what you saw out of his flight pattern there. It was excellent. Martin wants nothing to do with those silos this time.
No, he's just completely avoiding them.
He just went way left. That's kind of out of position, but you might be able to manufacture something into the green there.
I'm just hoping he's not blocked by that farm equipment.
Let's hook up, baby. Hook up, baby. That's not so bad. I'm sure he would have liked it to be a hair more to the left or to the right rather, and cut some of that distance off, but he's lined up with the gap. That should give him some kind of option.
Let's see what Casey does with this.
It's got to stay straight. Stay straight. That looks so much better than the last time. Hopefully he gets rewarded for it.
Oh, boy.
Absolutely
What a shot.
gorgeous. Beautiful. Excellent execution there.
Chris looking to recreate the same thing.
Absolutely. Follow that vapor trail, buddy.
Look at that. Even better.
Follow that vapor trail, buddy. That was excellent. That's the benefit of having good players on your card. When you see a good line and you can follow the line, it gives you a great idea of what to expect. Nicely
Shot from
done.
Marty. Fantastic.
Wow. Threads the needle. Slides it up in there inside circle one. Should be a stress-free birdie putt. Nice smooth action, but catches one of those mature trees and shoots him down. He's got at least 70 feet left to go.
Chris coming up high. That works.
Almost snatches it in there. Crashes.
Chops a little leaf down on its way.
Yeah. Little tree love never hurts. Trying to flare it in. Nicely done, Casey, excuse me. Nicely done. Two well executed shots there. Yeah, the long look for Josh. Not a whole lot doing there. Just try to get up and down and move on to the next hole. Right where you want to be for Martin. Probably wasn't the most thrilled about his drive, but he makes good with a great second shot. Nice little tap in.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fantastic second shot. I mean, there's guys that were 50 feet, 60 feet closer that didn't make as good of a second shot.
Yeah, he saw a nice little window on the inside line there and just threaded the needle and used the ground play to his advantage. Very well thought out and executed shot. Nice little tap in here and flip it over the rim, grab another birdie, stay in the battle.
Hole 3 on this final round finishes up. We have a nice tie between Casey and Marty, 32 down. Chris is right behind, one stroke back at 31. And Josh Prine at 26 down, respectively.
Solid
So
golf.
far, so good.
Yeah, they're doing it. They're playing. Some good scores. Nobody's done anything, to cough up any big numbers. Just birdies and pars, and see how long they can keep it up. Who's going to come out on top on the end?
Well, looking at this hole, par 3, 245 feet, number 4. Starting to get down to the wire now. We definitely don't want to give up strokes if we can't. Don't want to do that.
Martin going for the backhand. High turnover. That looks pretty dang good.
Oh, that's clean.
Oh, what a great throw and a terrible reaction off the ground. But he's right there. It didn't punish him too badly, that little angle roll out there. There you go. Nicely done. That's
a
definitely
great
the shot.
shot.
If you have the flick, you definitely want to utilize it on this hole. It just shapes the hole so much better, less stressed than turning something over backhand. Nicely done as well. Oh, looks like he caught a log or something. Just shut him down on the finish. Not too bad, though. Maybe outside circle one. Very smooth action. One tree away. Yeah, he didn't have enough want on that one. You chuck another one in. A bit too aggressive. He had the one on it, Chris did. Just a little bit high. A little aggressive.
Come on, Marty. Oh,
Hard chain out, rim off, and funky little stand up under the log there. Saved him a couple extra feet. Casey capitalizing on the moment again. Nice cleanup putt there from Chris. Stick with it, buddy. You're not far off, man. Just keep on chomping away.
I can't help but feel bad about that lost disc and how much that extra couple of strokes would have mattered.
Well, he's had a few plays that cost him that one drive where he went OB and had to throw from way back. You know, he had a couple of missed cues. He had another one. Was that him that threw the OB drive on the one hole on the short par 3 and then he had to re-tee basically?
I think so as well.
And he lost his disc on another hole. So, I mean, yeah, there's been a handful of sticks that, you know, unfortunate breaks or just miscalculations, you know, and he could be up front by 2 strokes, you know?
Absolutely good. Casey, the lone birdie on number 4, takes the lead again at 33. This is when golf gets exciting to me, when it's nice and tight race, holes start running out.
Well, they still got some time left, you know. They're not even halfway through this final round, so it's not really the time to start getting overly jittery and antsy if you're one of these guys on the course, man. You just got to try to stay calm, stick with the game plan, make good decisions, do your best to execute the idea you see in your mind when you step on the tee pad.
I can't wait to see how these guys play this hole, too. Look at this. Look at this monster shot. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
That is gorgeous.
Wow. Eagle look from inside circle 1, it looks like.
Absolutely. Marty responds with his own crush.
Threading the needle.
This.
He's a bit further back, but he's going to have a look for the Eagle 2 as well. Probably about 45, 50. You see how much closer Casey is there.
Goodness. All these guys are stepping up now.
Excellent shot. He's passed all the majority of it. The worst he's going to get is a birdie from there. Really threading the needle on this tiny fairway.
You got to kind of wonder how Josh feels at this point, you know?
Well,
comes onto this new car to watch 3 guys park that shot, basically. Frightening.
Yeah, you could take it 2 ways, you know. You can let it intimidate you or you can let it encourage you, you know. It's up to you how you want to perceive those moments as the player.
That's exactly what he did right there.
Made good.
RPM disc.
Looks like you'll have
RPM discs.
Haven't tried any.
Yeah, they're great people too. The staff behind RPM are just wonderful, wonderful people.
Nice long bid there from Martin, just coming up a hair short. Get in there.
Oh, what a shot for Eagle.
This dude's putting has been insane this tournament. He's been throwing them in from everywhere.
Oh, that's so good.
That was huge. Talk about a stroke gainer. He just grabbed 1 for sure on Martin.
Let's watch this replay. What a shot.
Wow.
So good.
See, that's why we like Innova disc catchers the most.
Because of that?
Yeah, they seem to do just a little bit better job at grabbing those scrappy putts in, you know?
Eagle number 2. Well deserved to both of these guys.
That was a tap-in eagle at that. That was just threaded the needle on that drive perfectly.
Josh moves to hat on, glasses off mode.
Hey, man, he earned that birdie. That first shot kind of punished him a little bit, and he recovered very nicely.
Absolutely.
Martin will walk up and tap in his birdie after the long eagle putt comes up just short. A couple of great eagles on that hole, short par 4. Here's
Golf is heating up.
That's the most important one right there, the long putt. Making things interesting for second place now as Casey gets a 2-stick lead on Martin. But wow, what a card, huh? 2-3, 2-3.
Look at these rounds too.
Playing some good golf.
Yeah, you can definitely feel like the levels crept up now a little bit.
You know, that was a sentiment that was said early last year and maybe even last summer when we had a bunch of the European contingency out here on tour. They were like, man, the level is up all around.
It's almost like people feed off each other too. Once somebody steps up their game, everyone else knows they got to do the same.
Well,
It just makes it that much more interesting. Look at this.
This age of YouTube videos and all this disc golf media, you know, back when I started, this stuff wasn't available. There was no way of really studying up on players and studying up on courses and kind of like being aware of all that stuff. Is like if you weren't on tour, you weren't seeing those shots.
Not at all.
Yeah.
No way to find out.
Yeah. So, I mean, thank God for technology in that realm. You know, it's really helped grow the sport in more ways than one. Oh, Martin, nice little touch shot there. 5-6 paces off the target, looks like. Maybe 7 or 8. That's in his wheelhouse. These are fun holes, man. Blind, don't really see it. Nice run there. Unfortunate bounce off of somebody else's disc and catapults him an extra 25 feet away from the target. That would have been 15, 20 feet closer if that not had happened.
Yeah, that's pretty rare too. What a shot!
Casey dropping another birdie putt.
This guy's on fire.
He's just slow walking it in there, man. He's in no rush.
This guy's absolutely on fire. Look at these shots.
Nice and calm. Didn't look like he was worried about it at all. Josh about the same distance. Couldn't connect. Martin stepping up.
Beautiful.
Got that one in there. A little bit more brisk pace to Martin's walk. See that? Chris with another nice birdie after the eagle. Keeping the momentum on his side. Josh will come on along and scrape up his par and back to hat and glasses on. Incognito.
That's absolutely true. Look at this. Look at this shot.
Scraping over the rim, creeping up and in. That'll do. Well, we're a third of the way through. He's got a 2-stick lead. Everybody's playing some good golf. 4 down, 6 down, 5 down. Only Josh is off the pace, you know, score-wise. A couple of sticks, but 3-man battle at the moment.
Anything's possible at this point. Hole 7, par 4, 439 feet. Got another crack at bat for this $2,000.
Well, I think, again, 339 par 3, but, yep, $2,000 ace run. Got the nice electrical tower there guarding the basket. You got to throw something spiky or maybe get a lucky flare, skip up and in and get paid.
Look at this.
That's a lot early from Casey.
Comes up pretty short there.
That's a lot early. I'm sure he really wanted to see that come around that last post or just inside of it. Chris back to his Firebird, going high, spiking hyzer. A little short as well. It's not the longest hole if he's throwing a Firebird. I mean, you want to get in tight, you know, have tap-ins on these holes. That looks better. Really watch the disc. Oh! go. Finish at the hole. That's exactly what I was talking about. Really want to see that disc finish at the hole, not cross the line of the target. That's got to hold, hold, hold. Yeah, 3 of those guys early left. Martin's got to tap in, adds the pressure to this putt right here for Casey. Ah, great
Just a
bid.
tad high.
Great bid. I mean, he gave it a chance. It wasn't low, wasn't wide. Just didn't drop fast enough.
He's playing so well, you almost expect him to make everything.
A little bit wide, cuts off the chains.
There we go.
That looked a lot further on the finish than what it actually was. He was well inside circle 1. Probably right at circle's edge. 30-footers when you're on the pro scene have got to become kind of routine, you know? So we got a couple of pars and a couple of birdies. Biggest stroke for Martin. Closing the gap on Casey. One more stroke.
Great birdie.
I'm sure Josh is stoked to cart a birdie and get a little rhythm going. He's making sure he didn't lose any plastic off of that electrical pole there. Looks like he clipped it a little bit on the way in. There you go. A little rewind there for Mr. Josh.
Marty takes back to second place. Just a stroke back. I mean, these guys are just trading back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, especially between Casey and Martin. They've been going back and forth for, feels like, 2.5 rounds now.
It makes the golf so much more fun, too, and there's a good, solid battle going on.
Absolutely.
Number 8, par 3, 175 feet.
Hey.
Try to crash into this hill on the left.
If you're going after the chains on this hole, man, there's no reason to lay up. You can take an aggressive bid at this and still leave yourself well inside circle 1. No reason to play a layup on a shot like this. Unless if you're super nervous about things getting away from you, you know?
Let's see what Marty does here.
Yeah.
That'll work.
Chucks it in there, gave it a soft bid. No problem. I like what Josh just did there. Nice, smooth control, speed, baby steps into his approach to throw. That's how you meter your speed right there. Those slowing down the steps. A little bit hot for Casey, but he's still inside circle 1. He gave it a run. He pulled that one right out the gate. That's going to need some help. Doesn't look like he's going to get it.
That's super buried back there.
Yeah. Just a little quick, you know. You could see the difference between the other 3 guys versus Chris and the pacing of his throw. He was just a little fast, you know.
He gets himself out. That works.
The best he can do, scramble. And he's going to lose a stroke to those other 2 guys, though, more than likely. I mean, they're pretty close. There you go. Casey making good on those inside circle 1 putts all around, all tournament pretty much. Not letting many of those slip through his fingers at all.
Good, consistent putting goes a long way, especially in these close races.
Absolutely. Nice birdie again there for Josh. Martin again. Tap in. All of 5 feet, 4 feet in his last 2 holes of putting. Nothing wrong with that, man.
It makes life so much easier.
Yeah, stress-free.
Feels good, too, eh? No stress?
No doubt. That's what I'm trying to do every time, man. I don't want to putt.
Best putting is no putting. Or standing there and dropping it.
No doubt. Well, we got one more hole on this front 9 for the final round of the event. Tight battle. Tricky hole.
We're in for this one. See how people do this time. Let's see if we can get some lines to go tight up the left side. I think we were talking about that before.
Yeah.
Par 4, 365 feet.
It's so hard to say without playing the hole and having a feel for what it feels like. This is just all seeing it and using my imagination, thinking about what I would want to do on a shot like this, and I'd be thinking a little bit lower than what Martin did and a little bit more aggressive and kind of stand it up in that gap is probably the line that I'd be throwing for. Unless if there's just so much danger that I would just throw a rock right down the middle and just take all the guesswork out of it, That's not a
Josh
bad
made some
break
good
there.
progress.
Yeah,
I'll
not
work
a
with
bad
that.
break. Still in the fairway. Man, I'm so jealous of this shot, man. I wish I could do that all the time. Push one 375 with that action would be lovely to have in my game. There you go.
That looks
There you
really good.
missed that bad boy. Yes, sir. Another eagle opportunity, maybe? You got at least 3 out of that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's
Happy
parked.
eagle, my man.
That's the shot.
He's putting the heater on him with that play, man. Now that just makes this guy's shot this much more important to get out and get close to the basket.
Oh, no.
And he catches some cabbage. Wow. Talk about a clutch big shot by Oz, man. Did he rattle some chains on that?
Yeah, he did. He hit the chains.
Look at you, dude. Look at that touch. Oh, how did that not go in?
So close.
That was rude. That looked like it was in the high corner pocket, man. Like all kind of change to absorb that. That was mean.
Marty with another uncharacteristic forehand.
Got the job done.
Absolutely.
This is a big play right here. Casey really has to stop the hemorrhaging on this hole. He's about to cough 2 up to Oz. Bingo.
What an eagle. Well earned. Oh, you can tell how happy he is with that. He knows how important that was.
That was huge, man. So clutch. I mean, great time to step up and thread the needle on a eagleable, par 4 stroke separator, stroke gainer. Just like that. Gains 1 on Martin. Gains 2 here with Casey. Well, that just changes the whole dynamic of things real quick, doesn't it?
I'm actually curious to see what happens with the scores now.
I think it's
Look at this shot. Like, look at this strat. It's so good.
excellent.
Look at that.
Tell me that's a 3-way tie now. Almost 2-way tie. Oz almost did it.
Pretty close.
Man, he's been right there for so long. He hasn't had a share of the lead yet, but he's so close. One more awesome play like that, and those guys slip up, and it's his show.
Well, folks, there you have it. 64 holes through.
Good golfing, bogey-free for everybody.
Oz with 2 eagles. 19 round. Just incredible. Everybody just playing incredibly well. Marty with a 7 birdie, front 9.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Everybody's playing solid. I mean, Josh had a couple of slip-ups. So, he just has a couple more pars than the other guys, but they're all playing some good golf, man. They're all playing good. We just got that 3-man battle for the lead. I mean, anybody's game, 1 stroke, 9 holes. This is where it starts turning into more of a match play, mano a mano. You start making decisions based on what the other guy does.
Well, there you have it, guys. Moving into the back 9 of the finals. We have some more exciting action on the way. I'm just blown away by how close this race is now. So, okay, here we go. We will see you back here in just a moment. See you soon.